What's up guys, welcome back. Happy spring. We have some nice weather here finally in Ohio. Today we're going to be talking about what I think are the best pistol sights and then which sights might be best for you and your need. Today we have 3 of my polymer 80s builds sitting here on the desk with my favorite sights. So we'll go ahead and start with my latest build, and these have the True Glow fiber optics. As you can see, they're very bright, and yes, all the chambers in these guns are clear. I made sure before this video. The reason I like these sights are because how bright they are during the day. I've never had sights this bright in daytime. The only thing I don't like about them is that they're snag proof, which would be good and bad. So the good for when you're concealing, obviously, so it doesn't snag. But the bad being, it's very hard. You can do it, but it's very hard to one-handed manipulate the slide. You may never need to one-hand manipulate it, but it's just one of those comforting things knowing that you can if it ever comes down to it. I made the mistake. I knew I was buying these, but at the time I didn't even bother to look to see if they had any tritium filled ones, which they do, and they're called the TFX, which stands for the Tritium and Fiber Optics Extreme. Those have the same body as far as I understand, except for the rear sight being a little bit bigger. But anyways, it has ports up here to let the light through the files during the day to make them super bright, but also at nighttime they're filled with tritium so that they are night sights. Now obviously I'll roll in some clips here, but these do not do good in low light situations. You can't see the sights whatsoever, but like I said, during the daytime they work perfect. So moving on to our next ones, these are both the same. This is my Glock 22 polymer 80 build that I did, and like I said, this was a police trade-in. So the tritium inside isn't as bright as I used to. These I bought new. I bought these myself. These are the suppressor sights because I plan to put on an RMR, and I also plan to shoot it with a suppressor when I can pick one of those up. But these are the Trijicon night sights. The only difference between these two sights are the suppressor and the regular sights. So these sights are ideal for the nighttime. They're very bright, but as you can see during the daytime, you can hardly see those. They have these white rings around here to make it more visible during the daytime, but to me, honestly, that doesn't work. It was snowing here the other day. They were completely washed out, even when I was shooting within very light snow. I don't like these sights for the daytime. They're hard for me to see. And being suppressor sights, they're harder for me to pick up, but that's besides the point that we're getting at. Obviously, they're going to be harder because there's more to the sight. So these are my 2 favorite sights for different reasons. These can obviously be manipulated since it's flat up here opposed to being rounded up there. So it's very easy for one-handed manipulation on both of these. No problems there. So unfortunately, I took all these guns to the range. I was going to shoot all these at the range with my GoPro to get a better idea of what the sight picture would be like for you guys. But there's a police training course, so I had to cancel that. And then I was gonna shoot Monday and Tuesday, but it poured and everything around the area is completely flooded, so I can't shoot. But what I will do is I'll still put my GoPro on and we'll walk through the dark parts of the house and maybe even go outside a little bit, see how the sight pictures look between the 2 sights. So here's the sights and the light time, and then we can see the glow there. These are my suppressor Trijicon night sights. Do the same thing with the True Glows. These are just the fiber optics only. So as you can see there in the daylight, it's very bright, but as soon as we come over here, you cannot see anything whatsoever. So you're basically shooting and hoping. Finally here, my Glock 40, same sight picture, just not the suppressor. It's not picking it up on camera, but there's a little glow there. Let's see if we come over here a little bit darker. You can kind of see them there. They need to be changed out, but they're still better than the true glows. So like I said, guys, I'm sorry that I couldn't go shooting, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what sights will work best for you. I tried, I really did, but it just wasn't happening. I think I'll pick up some TrueGlow TFXs and see how those do in different lighting environments. A few things to think about is if you're going to be using it in the daytime, nighttime, or if it's going to be a carry gun and a nightstand gun, then you'll want to have tritium and fiber optics maybe. All those things come into play, so hopefully this gives you an idea of making that process easier for you. I'll be sure to leave the links for these sites down in the description, but of course these don't just work for Glocks. They have them for different gun manufacturers. My guns are Glocks, so I'm gonna leave the Glocks down there. Thanks for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing and also slap a thumbs up on this. Helps me out, lets me know that you guys enjoy the content, and thanks for sharing. Catch you guys in the next one.